Welcome back. It's that time for another week of Fresh Finds. Each week, we team up with the Blue Zones Project Jacksonville to find fresh and local options. So this week, we have Dean Nixon with Plenti joining us. And Dean, it's so great to have you here.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, so what is really exciting is that you have something that's really healthy. And it has an interesting name, too. Yeah. So Florida Man Acai Bowls.
Yep.
Let's talk about that. Like, where did this concept even come from?
I mean, acai bowls are very traditional South American dish. The name Florida Man was really just us leaning into the stereotype of a Florida man and just running with it. And
listen, the news, we are always talking about a Florida man. It seems like it. Yeah, so could you talk a little bit about how we make this? Because, I mean, it's a lot of healthy options here, a lot of healthy items.
Yeah, so for our typical acai blend, we use some frozen strawberries and blueberries, and you got to use frozen just because the texture you're going for is like a sherbet, and so if you just use fresh, it's not going to come out the same way. So we're
a couple of those, and then you add them to the blender.
Yep.
And could you talk a little bit about how long you all have been in Riverside?
Yeah, so we opened April 1st of last year, and so going on a year. We love Riverside. We love the community. There's a lot going on and a lot of development, a lot to be optimistic about. So, yeah.
One thing about Plenti is that a lot of healthy options there.
Yes,
Could you talk a little bit about why you decided that, hey, we need something where people can have something healthy that's also good?
Yeah, I mean, it really just stemmed from, my experience working in the corporate world, going out to eat a lot just because I was working a lot of hours, and it's hard to find good, healthy food at a reasonable cost that you don't feel guilty about and still feel like is worth the money that you're paying. And so the goal was to kind of tackle all of those challenges that I was facing.
Absolutely, and it looks like you're adding a banana here to the mix as well.
At Plenti, we typically like to use raw, frozen, unsweetened cubes, but these are little acai packs that you can get at Publix or Costco, and they work perfectly well, so definitely very accessible for everybody.
And so, exactly. It's really simple because a lot of people may think acai and they're like, okay, this is going to be pretty challenging, but the goal here is to make it simple so that people can make it at home.
Exactly.
All right, so could we talk about the Blue Zones Project, because I know you all are partnering with them and you all have this great concept, and I mean, that's why you're here with Fresh Finds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Blue Zones Project reached out and the mission for them just transforming the community and the way we eat and the way we treat ourselves is just an easy thing to get on board with. And so in any way that we can be involved and help Jacksonville, that's just icing on the cake, right? So,
absolutely. So now we are blending. It's already looking good. It's coming together already. And so that's the next step. So you mixed all of the fruits and, some frozen and then the banana as well, the acai mix, and then it's just going to go for that mix so you can get the right texture. How long do you blend that for?
It kind of depends on how frozen everything is. But, if you're doing this at home, you're going to find that, it might not be blending as well. So the challenge is you either add a little liquid or slow down the blend speed. And so right now we're on a pretty low blend that we're just going to go through. And but this should be good here.
Pretty good. So what other items do you serve at Plenti?
So at Plenti, we do a lot of different bowls. We do, I call it coastal themes, so we do a lot of we do poke, we do some cooked seafood like shrimp and a market fish, and then smoothies, acai, salads, you name it, we can do it.
So it doesn't stop there, huh?
No, exactly.
Yeah.
And with acai bowls, I like to do a little granola on the bottom just because as it melts, the bottom can get a little... it just adds some good texture, and so... Yeah,
so it looks like you're adding that on top. We're short on time, so it looks like you're putting that there, then you'll mix it together, and it looks like you can top it with fruit.
Oh, yeah, we'd love to top. We top it with some fresh strawberries, some fresh blueberries. We'll do a little banana in the middle.
Banana to add to it. Yeah. All right, and it's good for you. It looks good.
Yeah, it's pretty.
And so you're not missing out on any of the flavor here.
Exactly.
Just by being healthy. So that's a great option. Yeah. So I know you want to talk about the Blue Zones Pledge. That's what we're going to push to now. Thank you so much, Dean, for joining us. And
no problem.
Again, please make sure you go to Plenti and get some delicious food, and it's at a reasonable cost. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's take the Blue Zones Pledge, you guys at home. It'll make Jacksonville a healthier and happier place. Just open up your camera right now on your phone. You can scan the QR code on your screen. And there you go. It doesn't take that long to be a part of this pledge, and it'll, of course, make Jacksonville a better place and make you a healthier person. We'll be right back after the break.